Okay, I made a blue hammock with a bug netting enveloping the entire hammock that you can slide off. I made a yellow hammock that's got the bug netting sewn into it with a long zipper that you can get in and out of. And you can see that brief explanation of what I did on one of my other videos from the most recent camping trip. And I've made a basement using different techniques, different ideas. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this sport nylon that I'm actually building the body of my most recent hammock. It has a tighter weave in it, and I wish I could get a good shot with my digital caliper to show you the thickness, but I haven't even tried to measure it yet. I doubt it'll even measure, but it definitely is heavier and it definitely feels thicker. I'm using this because I want it to be the body of my hammock. Now, it is heavier, thereby weighs a little bit more. Don't know the ounces, the difference in the ounces or anything like that, but it's obviously heavier. But right now I'm just at the starting process of making my next hammock, and I'm going to video the progress as we're going. I tried to do it on one of the, I think it's the blue hammock, might have been the yellow one, but I was working with a brand new camera. I'm still using the same brand new camera, but it's just user error. It's all my fault. I screwed up and deleted everything, so I'm going to try to do a better shot of it this way. So right now I'm just going to show you how I'm hemming all of the edges of this particular body of the hammock. I am a lone cameraman, so I'm using tripod, and what you can see is this is the frayed edge. This is the raw edge of the nylon. I'm just folding it over once and then again, and that's doing that across the whole body of the hammock. I can't reach my pedal now. I'm just doing it all the way around it. Okay, I'm at the corner. So instead of taking it and going ahead and running my hem again and finishing out this side, turning it around and having to rework it, I'd have to back the stitch up, take this corner and fold it in and all that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and fold this edge here into my hem. Take one of my pins, just come down low enough just to hold it in place so I can work with it. I don't pin up. I don't pin up an entire length. I just pin up the first few inches just to give me something to hold. So there, that's held. Tweak this a little bit. Work with it. Make sure I've got enough to bite. And there we go. So now my fold is underneath the hem. Now for overkill, and I am known for overkill, I'll run me a few stitches through here, then I'll back stitch it and zigzag it big time just to make sure I've got enough stitching in there to hold it tight, because it is a corner. It potentially has potential for extra stress. So I get to my pin, I pull it out, and I keep going around the whole perimeter. Now here's why right here, why we put a hem on it. You see how it's kind of starting to fray out. So what you do is you take that raw edge, and when if you were to just fold it over like this and then run a stitch down it without folding it over a second time, then as it started to fray, it'd come to that stitch and could come out. So when you've got it tucked under there and then fold it over again, you've got a folded edge on this side, so that's not going to fray, and it's supposed to stop. At least that's my understanding of why we do this. It's supposed to stop the inside from fraying out completely. So we just fold it under. See, there's some pretty good spots there. Hope you can see that. Starting to fray a little bit right there. And this is not ripstop. This is sport nylon. And it is thicker, but that's what I wanted for the body. Okay, I'm back upstairs now. I got more room to work with it, so I just wanted to show you how I did the stitching on this. Just ran a straight bead, well, as straight as I could. Folded it over. I've got some kind of type of back stitching on the corners just to give it a little bit extra strength. And what I'm going to do now is lay it out and show you how I'm going to hoop in my whoopee sling. Now that I've got the seam on it, it's starting to get exciting. So let me spread this out and I'll show you my plan for the whoopee sling and the ridge line that's going to go underneath the bug netting.